Hello everyone. Saving Us High have literally tried to film this intro for about 10 attempts now. I'm just not going to do it, and instead of talking about the video that I have planned, the start of this video is going to be a story time because it's just going to be a lot funner than what my video is going to be, I think. And I can't really be bothered telling you in the title what this video is going to be anyway, because then you're just going to know and it's not going to be a surprise. So surprise! This is a story time / surprise, which I'm not going to tell you until I start talking about the actual video content. So get some popcorn or lollies or biscuits or a drink, I don't know, whatever you're doing right now, what time of the day it is. Get some food that relates to that, and you can listen to me talk about my story time. It's not very long. Basically, 2 days ago and today I washed my hair with purple shampoo and I got a purple scalp, and I have a purple scalp today because I did it again, and I thought that washing my hair more or less just down here with the purple shampoo and then putting a tiny bit up here would be fine, because that was like my logical sense, thinking, oh Meg, you've done it once, you're not really going to do it again, are you? But I did, because I want my hair to be less yellowy. That's quite hard to say actually, and more non-yellowy, I don't really know, just a nicer blonde. And the outcome of that is a purple scalp. So there is a beautiful picture of my purple scalp that you can have free of charge, of course. And now I will get into the video, which is 10 tips or 10 preparations, I would say, that I have done and I would like to share with you for me going away a week today. So the first tip I have, I've written them all down on my phone as usual because I'm going to be prepared. The first one is make a realistic budget. Now, in saying this, I should have possibly taken my own advice because I didn't really make a realistic budget. I was just kind of like, when my mum and I sat down, we're like, okay, how much money do you think you're spending on food a week? And I made like a shopping list, went onto England's like typical supermarket websites, placed like an order, but I didn't obviously place it, I just wanted to know how much it would cost. Got that amount and then thought, okay, I'm here for this amount of weeks, and then we were kind of like, okay, this is how much you're going to need, and then that's kind of it. I didn't really budget for anything else. I did kind of investigate, I guess you could say, how much travel would cost and different items like that. I don't really know what else I'm going to be doing. Oh, there's like field trips when I'm away. Oh, field trips, kind of like a school name. I don't know, there's different excursions, if you will, when I'm away that I would kind of have to budget for. Keeping in mind I have no idea how much it's going to cost. I kind of have an idea of the time frame, but in that sense I'm kind of winging it, but I've kind of done a budget, at least for food, so I'm halfway there. The second one I have for you is have different money options. What I mean by this is take cash with you, maybe do like a bank account when you're overseas. I haven't done that option because I'm not there for too long, I'm there for 6 months, but I know that it does take a lot longer to make up a bank account, so I'm not dealing with all that stress. I've just done another option, which is just take like money with you in different forms, like cash I said, or like an EFTPOS card. That's my kind of options, but obviously different countries will have different options that you can do, which would be good for you guys to like investigate what options are available to you. The next kind of preparation I have for you is get in contact with people you're going to be living with before you arrive. So this guy who I'm going to be living with made like a Facebook page, all of us, and someone made like a post on there saying, has anyone got where they're living yet? And then all kind of commented saying which room we're in, which flat number we're in, which is really cool because then you kind of have an idea of the personalities or just kind of who you're actually going to be living with, gender ratios like girls to boys before you actually get there, which is kind of like a settling feeling. You can kind of prepare yourself a little bit, so that's another preparation tip. The fourth one is make sure you go to the doctors, get any medication you may need when you're overseas sorted out before you go, because you don't really want to have to pay the hefty fees that you could get with being an international citizen or an international person when you're going to the country. Luckily I am not, because I do have residence in England being a citizen, but it was just easier and more peace of mind to get everything done before I left. There are some issues I know with New Zealand prescriptions. You can't get one for more than 6 months, which is an issue that I had because I'm just over 6 months or whatever. The time I needed my pills was just, yeah, I'm not going to go into that. But basically make sure that you research it because it will help. The next one is clean out your wardrobe. So yesterday I spent 3 hours cleaning out my wardrobe, and I knew this was something I needed to do before I left, because you don't really want to come back home to a really, not dirty, but just unorganized, chaotic space, because it's just going to make your mind go, why the hell didn't I do this before I left? Henceforth, why I have done that this time, I've cleaned out my wardrobe, thrown lots of stuff away, donating some things, just decluttering basically, and make sure that you're leaving a tidy space will just really help. The next tip is number 6, wash your clothes you will be taking. This is just kind of optional, I guess, but it's kind of a good thing to do just to freshen up all your clothes you'll be taking, and so that your suitcase doesn't stink out. I'm taking some Lush with me, so mine will stink of Lush, but who really cares about that, because Lush is amazing. The next one is read travel articles. So I will leave a link to an article I read last night. It basically was same thing as I'm talking about today, really, just tips for before you're going away. And it really just settled my peace of mind knowing that other people have gone on this kind of exchange before. I know it's, kind of common sense, people have done that. But it's just nice to read someone's words that are quite comforting, and just being like, okay, well, they've done this and these are the problems they had, so you kind of get some realistic advice, I guess. I mean, I'm such a novice. I've never gone somewhere for 6 months before and lived there and had to fend for myself a little bit, which is quite naive of me, but it's just nice to read someone else's words that kind of put everything into place, I guess. And from reading a travel article, my next tip is it's a smart traveler app. I will just show you it on my phone. It is this app here. I'll just open it. And basically, this one's from Australia, but I'm sure there's lots of different ones you can get. And it just basically, you put in travel, you click travel advice, and then you can choose where you're going. So if I go United Kingdom, I did this last night, it tells you what kind of risks they are to terrorism, anything like that's going on in the country, any kind of big events like New Zealand one I went on the other day, and it had that we had a tsunami, so it was just kind of like tsunami warning. So that's really good to know as a traveller, kind of what to expect in different situations, different countries. And it also has for you some different health things that you might need to know. It's like a health section, a law section, safety and security, local travel, and I went on additional information, and they've got all these different ones here. I don't know if you probably can't see that, but there was one, yeah, it says a woman. So this is really good for girls who are traveling alone, or maybe in a group of girls. You may just want to check this just to see what kind of troubles you'll be facing overseas. I don't know, this isn't loading now, but basically it was just don't walk alone at night on a dark road or anything like that. But it just went into more detailing, and I thought that was kind of handy, because for someone who does get worried a lot about different situations that could happen, it's just quite a good peace of mind to know that you have something that's all written down. You can just go through and be like, okay, I've been warned now, I won't do this, and you kind of stay safe a little bit more. The next, number 9 preparation tip I have for you is take sentimental items with you. So this means little pictures that you have of your family, or little tokens, cards that you've been given, notes you've been given, just so that you have something when you are feeling a little bit lonely or homesick to look back on and just be like, oh, that's so sweet. And then, I don't know, I just think it might help you a little bit not be as homesick. And my last, number 10 travel tip I have for you is organize a leaving, gathering thing, drinks, dinner that you would like to do before you leave. This is just a really nice option to see everyone before you are going away. I did this on the weekend, and it was just so nice to see everyone come together and just kind of say farewell, even though I'm seeing most of them again before I fly. But it's so nice to have everyone in the same situation, in the same place at one time, just to say goodbyes, because it is quite hard to fit everyone in before you're going, just to see everyone. So if you do everyone in one kind of place, it's just convenient, I would say is the word, convenient for you, and kind of convenient for them, because they might be able to catch up with other friends that they have there. And yeah, that's my kind of tips I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed my story time little slash travel preparation video. I have just been really bored with putting the title, and then obviously like when you click on it, it's like, oh, you already know what I'm talking about. Well, today you will not have a clue because I would have changed the title to, I think I'm gonna put it as you did, or I did what, or something like that, because then you'll be like, what did she do? And then you'll click on it and you get a little story time, and then you'll be like, oh, no, she's just rambling on about travel tips. But anyway, I'm gonna leave you guys now. I hope you've really enjoyed this video. The next time I see you will either be a August favourites, which I'm still contemplating whether I'm going to film before I fly, or it'll be my first travel vlog, which I really hope I stick to filming on the plane, going through customs. I think I might start filming. Actually, I'm not going to tell you because it's a surprise, like this video was. So I'll see you guys later. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. Make sure subscribed if you want to see Brighton vlogs, travel vlogs. There could be a Paris vlog in there, just different traveling kind of videos. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye!